In 2002, doctors across America told millions of women to stop taking their medication immediately. A drug they had used for decades was suddenly labeled as dangerous, linked to cancer, linked to heart disease, linked to dementia. Women were terrified. Doctors stopped prescribing it overnight. But here's what nobody told you. That study was wrong. And in 2026, the FDA has officially admitted it. What is estrogen therapy? First, let's understand what we're talking about. As women age and enter menopause, their ovaries produce less and less estrogen and progesterone. And when estrogen drops, the body reacts. Hot flashes, night sweats, mood swings, sleep problems, bone loss, and vaginal dryness. For decades, doctors prescribed hormone replacement therapy or HERT to restore these declining hormones and give women their quality of life back. It worked. Millions of women felt better. Then, everything changed. In 2002, a massive study called the Women's Health Initiative, or WHY, published results that shocked the medical world. It suggested HERT increased the risk of breast cancer, heart disease, and even dementia. The FDA slapped a black box warning on all estrogen products, the most serious warning a drug can receive. Prescriptions collapsed overnight. Women threw away their medication in fear. But here was the problem nobody talked about. The women in that study had an average age of 63, more than a decade past the typical age of menopause. And they were given older hormone formulations that are no longer even used today. In other words, the study tested the wrong women with the wrong drugs. Fast forward to November 2025. The FDA made a historic announcement. After a comprehensive review of all modern scientific literature, they initiated the removal of those black box warnings from HERT products. And on February 12, 2026, the FDA officially approved label changes for the first batch of hormone therapy products, including Prometrium, Divigel, Senestin, and others. The dangerous warning labels, gone. Why? Because modern research tells a completely different story. Studies now show that women who start HERT within 10 years of menopause, generally before age 60, actually have a reduction in overall mortality. That means they live longer, not shorter. Here is what current science actually shows. First, estrogen therapy alone, especially for women without a uterus, is considered neutral to even favorable for breast cancer risk. Second, transdermal estrogen, meaning patches or gels applied to the skin, is considered safer than oral pills because it avoids the liver and reduces blood clot risk. Third, HERT is the most effective treatment available for hot flashes and night sweats. Nothing else comes close. Fourth, it protects bones, reducing fractures in postmenopausal women. Now, is it perfect? No. Some risks still exist. Women taking a combination of estrogen and progesterone for longer periods may have a slightly increased breast cancer risk, but doctors now say this risk is very small and highly individual. So who is a good candidate? Women under 60 or within 10 years of menopause with moderate to severe symptoms are generally the best candidates. Who should be careful? Women with a history of hormone-sensitive cancers, blood clots, or certain heart conditions should have a detailed conversation with their doctor before starting. The key message from experts is this: HERT is not one size fits all. The type of hormone, the dose, and the delivery method, all of it matters. Sorting out the risks and benefits is ultimately a decision between a patient and her doctor together. Think about the scale of this. An estimated 41 million American women aged 45 to 64 are in or approaching menopause. Yet in 2020, only 2 million of them received HERT prescriptions. For over 20 years, millions of women suffered unnecessarily because of a flawed study. The FDA commissioner himself acknowledged that bad science and bureaucratic inertia resulted in women having an incomplete view of HERT. That is finally changing. So, is estrogen therapy safe now? The answer is, for the right woman, at the right time, with the right formulation, yes, more than ever before. Always consult your doctor before starting or stopping any hormone therapy. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button. It truly helps this channel grow. Drop a comment below. Did you or someone you know use HERT? What was your experience? Subscribe for more cutting-edge medicine and health explained simply every week. See you in the next one.